Alright then, welcome back gang. We're halfway through this to-do application. So far we can delete these things, but we need some kind of form to add a new component as well. So we'll do that now. First of all, we need to create a component for that form. So new file inside the source folder. We'll call this add form.js. Alright, so what kind of component does this need to be? Well, we need a local state in the component to store what a user types into the input field. And since we need state, this should be a class-based component. So we need to import a couple of things then. First of all, React, and also we need to import components from React. All right, so now let's create this class. And we'll call this add to do, and we'll say extends component to inherit the functionality of a component in React. Okay, let's call this add to do instead of add tod. And then in here, first of all, we'll do our render method to render the JSX template. We'll return that here. And inside, we'll do a div first of all, then the form. So the form right here, this is ultimately going to have a submit event attached to it. So we'll say on submit and set that equal to something. And we'll come back to this later. Okay, we'll fill this in with a function later on. Now inside that form, we only need one input field for what a user wants to add as the next to do. But we will have a label as well. We don't need the for, we'll leave that out. And inside we'll say add new to do, like so. Okay, so the input field is going to be of type text. And we also need an on change event handler, which is going to fire when a user types into this input field, whenever the text inside it changes, okay? All right, so after that, we'll do our state first of all up here, and then below that, we'll do our handler functions. So let's handle this one first of all. I'm going to create a function called handle change. So handle change is going to take in the event object, and inside, what do we want to do? Well, we just want to set the state so that the content here matches the content in the state. So first of all, let's create that content property and set it equal to an empty string. Then inside handle change, whenever this changes right here, we want to update this property. So we'll say this.set state, and inside we want the content to be equal to e.target.value, whatever is in here at the time. Make sense? So now this is being kept in sync with whatever's in here. All right, so let's add that in. This.handle change. Now we need one for this, so we'll create one called handle submit, like so. And that is also going to take in the event object. And inside, what do we want to do? Well, first of all, we want to prevent the default action of a form being submitted, which is to refresh the page. So we'll say e.prevent default, like so. And then what we want to do is actually submit this to do so that it outputs it to the DOM. Now we can't do that at the minute because we need a function in here to do that. So for now, what we'll do is log this new to do to the console. So we'll say console.log, and we'll just say this.state, which is going to be this thing right here. All right, so let us now nest this component inside the app.js. Now to do that, we have to export it first of all. So we'll export add to do and save it. And this is going to be default, by the way. Okay. And then in app.js, we want to import it. So we'll import add to do from /add to do, like so. Okay, so we have that component to use in here now, and we'll nest it down here. So underneath the to-dos, we'll say add to do, like so. All right, so let's just preview this for the time being, and I can see we get an error. It says can't resolve add to do. So let's check out what's going on. And that's because we've called it add form. So let's rename that to add to do instead. All right, so save that. And let's see, we still get an error. So we need to reference the submit handler over here. So we'll say this.handle submit to do that. Easy to forget these things. And underneath, we can see now we have this form. So let's add something in. We'll just say make the bed. Press enter. And now we get this logged to the console. Cool. So this is working, but really we don't just want to log it to the console, we want to add it to this list over here. So how are we going to do that? Well, to do that, we need to make a function inside the root component right here, which is going to interact with the state and add that to do to this property right here, this array. So let's create that function first of all. Now that function is going to be called add to do, and we'll set that equal to a function which takes in the new to do because we want to add it to the list. And inside this function, we need to somehow take this to do and add it up here. But before we do that, we need to call this function from this component right here, the form. So we'll pass it as a prop. We'll say down here, add to do, and then add to do is going to be equal to this dot add to do. All right, so we've passed it down into this component. We have it now on the props. We automatically get the props object in class-based components, remember? So in here, instead of logging this to the console, we'll say this dot props dot add to do to call that function, and we'll pass this dot state into that function. So we're passing this object with the content into this function. Now we receive that object, this new to do, over here, and then we can do something with it. Ideally, add it to this array. So before we do that, we need to generate some kind of random ID. So we'll say down here, todo.id. So we're just adding an ID property to the to do we receive, and we'll set it equal to math.random. So I know it might not always be unique. We have a very small chance of getting the same one when we add two to-dos, but I think this will do for now. Later on, we'll use randomly generated IDs by databases. Okay, so now we'll say let to-dos, which is the new array that we're going to create based on this one. Remember, we can't alter this directly. So we're going to say this is equal to the old array, and we use the spread operator to do this. Say this dot state dot to-dos. So what we're doing here is creating a new array, and then inside that array, we're dumping the contents of this array right here. We're using the spread operator to get each individual item and empty them into this array. Then we want to add on the new item, which is to do, the object we received right here and attached an ID to. So now we have a new array. We've not altered this one, and the new array is stored inside here. So now what we need to do is set the state. We say this dot set state, and inside this we want to update the to-dos to equal the new to-dos we have right here. Again, key, value, both the same name, so we can shorten this, and that does the same thing. Save it, and let's see if this works. All right, so make the bed. Yep, it works. But what would be cool is if this thing right here emptied when we added it, so that if we want to add a new one, we don't have to delete all this stuff. So very simple to do that. All we need to do is go to our add to do component right here. And when do we want to empty that field? Well, when a user submits, so inside this thing right here. So all we need to do down here is say this dot set state, and inside that we want to set the content to be equal to nothing. Now this isn't going to do anything yet, it's just going to reset the state after we submit it. So I can show you this. If I do a lot of junk and do that, it doesn't do anything with this, it doesn't delete it. But now we're resetting the state inside this component. So at this moment in time, the state is empty, it's just an empty string, right? So now what we can do is set the value directly of this input field equal to the state, so that when it empties, this empties as well. So we can do that by saying value is equal to this dot state dot content, like so. So if we save that now and view this in a browser, then if we say buy more milk, enter it, goes up there, but now we don't have this stuff down here, so I can add a new one, make the bed. My days are so interesting, and it adds it up there. Now, if we want to delete these, we still can. It's all working absolutely fine. So there we go, my friends, 2 videos, and we've created a very simple to-dos application in React.